Finally tonight, last month on 2/22/22, we dedicated an entire half hour here on the Two on Your Side Town Hall to the 22 best things about living here in Western New York. We asked you to vote, and on your list was our great festivals, including the big one, the Erie County Fair. It's a favorite to be sure. Up to 1 million people making their way through the gates through the week and a half in August. And this year's fair is now just 134 days away. But there is a bit of controversy surrounding the fair this year. We're talking about it tonight. We invited fair manager Jessica Underberg on the show. Jessica, we thank you for being here. We know this is an important event to you, it's important to the viewers, but there are some big changes this year, so we're going to go over that first. For decades, the fair has had its own Firefighters Day and its own Veterans Day as a way to recognize the two groups. Both groups could come to the fair for free on their day. There's a parade, a party on the infield of the Buffalo Raceway with tents and grills and chairs. The vets and the firefighters invite their families and their friends to celebrate. So this year, there won't be any of that. So we're wondering why this decision was made, who made it, and was there a specific incident that you can point to that made organizers say, okay, that's it, we're done here, we have to make a change?
So great questions, Kate. First of all, not totally correct on none of that. We are still having Firefighters Day on Friday, August 12th, and Veterans Day on Sunday, August 14th. We're still offering free admission. We're still doing the memorial services. We're giving each group a place in our park to gather with their families and their friends. And new this year, we're adding that each of the firefighters, auxiliary members, and veterans also receive a $10 voucher to be used towards food, rides. They can even take the voucher over to the beer tent and have a couple of beers. So that, first and foremost, Fireman's Day and Veterans Day are not canceled. Part of the reason that we are not doing the parades and dugouts is it just has become a safety, security, and liability issue. For instance, the 4-H families that spend all fair here, Erie County Health Department does not allow them to cook hot dogs and hamburgers in the camp lot because they're too close to other structures, whether it's campers or tents or whatever. Veterans and Firemen's Day, we bring in tents, grills, and beverages of choice. And some people take that just a little too far. And I'm not going to say all of them do, but some do. We are still looking forward to celebrating and honoring our veterans and firemen. They're important to all of us. All first responders are, but we're just going to do it in a little different way this year.
What else can you tell us about this year's fair? We know last year was the first year back from the pandemic. Can people expect this year's fair to be fully back to normal, so to speak, what they would expect otherwise?
As we do after every fair, we take a chance to look at everything that went on in the past. And I think what you're going to see is some of the things that were changed with COVID worked out well. So you're going to see a hybrid, maybe is the best word, between 2019 in 2021. So just as an example, there used to be a line of concessionaires on trackside that were in the center aisles. And last year, because of COVID, we took them out. At the end of the fair, we all said, that worked out really well because on our really busy days and nights, it gave more space for people to walk through. It didn't feel as crowded, as tight, shoulder to shoulder. So those are the types of things that you're going to see at this year's fair. We have an excellent lineup in our grandstand coming, something for everybody, probably the most diverse lineup we've had in years.
And quickly, Jessica, just knowing that there has been some controversy kind of to start here and that people were really angry about it in a lot of ways, what do you say to those people and to people who do love the fair and want it to be what they hope it will be?
I too love the fair. I understand passion. I understand tradition. I also understand the business aspect of this. It has to be safe for all. We have to continue to satisfy safety liability concerns. I mean, that's just the world that we live in. However, I will say, some folks have taken it a little too far, and the threats to our staff and having to call Hamburg PD and having to lock down our offices really has helped us further our resolve that it is the right decision moving forward.
We have to leave it there for now. We've been talking with Jessica Underberg, the manager of the Erie County Fair. I know we'll be talking to you again as we get closer to the event this year. And thanks for coming on tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Kate. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.